Spring is upon us. And speaking of spring, penises are shrinking and genitals becoming malformed because of pollution. An environmental scientist has warned in a new book detailing the challenges facing human reproduction. Dr. Shana Swan writes that humanity is facing a, quote, existential. Wow,
existential.
Words are hard.
Man, we got to start proofreading your fucking articles for you, bud.
Dumbing them down.
I didn't write this. I didn't write this.
Well, clearly.
Infertility rates as a result of. Oh God, I'm skipping that.
Next.
Basically, what she's saying is pollution is making penises smaller and reproduction harder. I don't see any type of number, data, things like that. Oh, one study published in 2017 found that sperm levels among men in Western countries has dropped by more than 50% over the past 4 decades after examining 185 studies involving close to 45,000 healthy men. I also heard that could be done by wearing boxer briefs more often than boxers. Because then your balls stay close to your legs, and your legs are hotter, and the body temp kills them. But I don't know. I mean, okay, are our dicks getting smaller because of pollution? Yeah.
Probably not.
I don't know. I think this is this comes back to marketing. If you want to save the world, you tell men that their dicks are smaller because the world's polluted. Okay, this is a step up from my Tesla argument. You don't make an electric car because you're trying to save the world from fossil fuels. You make an electric car that is superior to gas-powered cars, and then motorheads get themselves like, well, fuck this Mustang GT that burns high-octane V8 bullshit. I'm going to get me that Tesla, and that sweet sound of superiority is just going to right on by everybody. Now, you tell everybody, and your dick's small because there's some smoke coming out of that stack. Well, fuck that smokestack. What we got to do? I'll build a wind turbine for my backyard. I ain't got no small penis. Whether this is true or not, this article will help single-handedly save the
I mean, he's not wrong. There's not much else to say. I mean, I'm surprised there isn't fucking legislation on the House floor like now.
Yeah.
Like right this moment.
Because ultimately, I think if it comes down to a crisis such as pollution, and you say your penis is shrinking as a result of it, obviously all men are going to be for it, and all women are going to be in on the lie to say, yeah, your dicks are getting smaller. We got to clean this up. And if a woman came up with it, obviously this Dr. Shana Swan, I mean, I don't know her from Eden or whomever, but man, if this is
or
a lie,
maybe
this is
Shana Swan. Swan sounds like an Asian last name, and I'm sure that, there's a few stereotypes out there about the Asian men of the world, and I'm wondering if they maybe fed her a whole bunch of bullshit, like, oh, my dick's so small because of pollution.
Jesus.
Oh, man, that'd be messed up. So we're saying that this could potentially be like a coordinated attack from like China and or North Korea is what you're saying?
Yeah, because they're the biggest polluters in the world. And also, is it so coincidental that also, the smallest penises in the world? And then they say, well, we don't have small dicks because we're, inferior to the rest of the world. We are just the most polluted nations in the world. And if we want our dicks to get bigger, we got to clean this shit up. Because I heard that China is actually on the forefront of cleaning things up because they see fossil fuels as being a thing of the past, and they are staunch at moving forward when they decide to.
Hey, by the way, the reason I couldn't pronounce that word is because it's spelled wrong twice in this fucking article. I scrolled down, and they're missing an A. I'm not kidding.
It's spelled wrong everywhere in the article.
Okay.
That's why I can't.
Phthalates.
It's spelled wrong in the dictionary. That's why I can't read it.
Well, I was wondering, like, PHTH. I was like, wait a minute. That's how it's spelled the first 2 times I see it. Phthalates? Come on. Some Greek bullshit. Some Greek bullshit.
Just phonetically. Just say it phonetically.
Yeah, but there's an A between the PH and TH. Come on.
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh God, no. Well, I don't read good all that well anyway. So you guys make fun of me because I get self-conscious about it. So these phthalates make the hormone. It's not even estrogen. It's not even spelled right, but whatever. Thus disrupts the natural production of hormones in the human body, which researchers have linked to interference in sexual development in infants and behaviors in adults. And it revolves around plastics being, I guess, either burnt or disposed of incorrectly. This dials back to a really good George Carlin joke where he said, maybe God came up with plastic because he didn't know how to get rid of it. Now that's our job. Just burn it. Just burn that shit. Throw it in the ocean.
We just throw it in the ocean. Now our fish are like a quarter plastic.
With smaller
By the way,
dicks, too.
this still supports my my Asia argument because they're the ones that took all of our. This is okay. By the way, recycling was the greatest scam pulled off by American companies and the waste disposal companies in this country because all we did was put that shit on barges and send it to China, and then the Chinese burned it.
Yeah,
they incinerated all of it because they're like, we can't do anything with this shit, but we were paying them to take it, and now they won't take it anymore, which is why your recycling doesn't get recycled. It gets thrown in the fucking landfill now. They just don't tell you about it anymore,
or they just burn it too.
Yeah,
we've even resorted to just burning it. We're like, fuck it.
Maybe we need to get teenage boys to start burning shit more, like we talked about roughly a year ago on a podcast. Remember this?
Yeah.
Refresh.
Well, it came about people burning stuff, and I said that my brother, and a neighborhood friend used to collect junk and have a bi-weekly just burn fest. And we talked about not throwing specific things, like Domino's pizza boxes had a very good plume.
Yes, they did, and the ink would like turn into like smoke immediately.
Yeah, and we hovered around it. Probably made our dick small back then, but we didn't know.
I definitely did. That's definitely true.
100%. 100%.